Day 11 of the 10-day master cleanse. This is Alexa, type 1 diabetic, doing the master cleanse. And it's day 11 because it's really a 14-day process. It's 10 days of the cleanse, but there's a few days transitioning back onto food. So this is still part of it. And yeah, so I thought I'd carry on my reports to share how it's going. So I've had energy through the cleanse. Generally, I read somewhere before I started doing it that days 2 and 3 and 7 are usually the most challenging. Days 2 and 3 weren't challenging. It was day 6 that was challenging for me. That's, I think, that was when I was feeling really hungry. I think that was the day maybe that I was doing maple syrup instead of the molasses. But I've generally had energy. But then on yesterday, day 10, and it was also a change in the weather. It was a bit heavier. It was like, woof. Like I'd been going out every day, and some days early on in the fast I was going and doing a bit of singing, and in other days I've been just going out and being in nature and going for a swim, being around people a little bit. But yesterday it was like, woof, yeah, ooh, there's not energy today. So I really just wanted to go inside, dark, gentle, hot baths, basically just put Netflix on, this series, quite an interesting one actually, The Gift, in the background, whilst I just sort of potted and laid and rested and read and doodled, and yeah, just uber gentle. And blood sugars were all right. I can't even remember anything now. What was happening last night? I dreamt I was eating. Was that last night or the night before? Did I say about that already? Maybe it was the night before. Eating salty things. There's this craving for salty things. But yeah, like the wanting to eat thing picks up through the day and is more strong for me in the evening. And I notice when I wake up in the morning I'm not hungry, but it picks up. Day 9 was like my full-on tripping out about just how amazing food is, and I can't wait to get my creative hands back on it again. Yesterday that was all a bit calmer, basically because I wasn't looking at stuff. But today, day 11, so this is the first transitioning day. It's you no longer take the saltwater flush, you're no longer doing the lemon drinks, you go on to orange juice. So I've had, how many oranges have I squeezed? Probably about 8 oranges today. It's about 7 o'clock in the evening now, so I'm probably going to have some more. And my blood sugars did go quite high, up to 18. So I had a correction shot earlier of 3 units of insulin. Now I may have to rebalance that through the night with, I'm just going to stick with the maple. I'll have the lemon maple drink in the middle of the night if I need it. But yeah, so it's only orange juice I've gone on to. But when you're doing the cleanse, like, and you're flushing out, and the elimination in the of the bowels is like liquid. It's going in as liquid and it's coming out like liquid. And then today I've had orange juice, and already that is changing form. There's like more form to it. It's less liquidy. So that's interesting because it's only orange juice. And today I've been just totally in the food realm, like all day. So this morning I went out and I got a certain few ingredients that I can get locally from the shops near me. some things that I need so that I can crack on with making this amazing, crusty, spongy, soft, raw loaf of bread. And some other ingredients, things I'm going to make. And then I've come home, I've been practically in my kitchen or very near to my kitchen all day, which I've come to discover or realise or re-realise that the kitchen is the external part of my digestive system, which is kind of like an interesting thing, because when for quite a while I've been in my kitchen, you know, and you're kind of chopping food and making food and you're washing your dishes. I don't have a dishwasher, I don't understand those things, but I wash dishes, and I've got one of those catchy things in the plug that catches all the clumps of stuff, and I'm often, you know, it doesn't catch all of them, and some go down the plug, and I often wonder where they go and how they go and what happens when it goes down there, and like, is the plug all right? And does it need like, might it need like plunging at some point? And I've been seeing this analogy like the whole time whilst I've been doing this cleanse in the kitchen. Like, as I've stopped like prepping food and playing with food and making all these things and washing all the dishes and everything, I've stopped watching this stuff going down the plug in the kitchen, and I'm seeing how that is like reflecting what's going on in my body. I'm like, my kitchen pipes are getting a rest and maybe a bit of a clean, and whilst my body's doing it. And I've also noticed in the past many times as well, really, like pipes, water pipes, whether they're your kitchen sink, your bathroom sink, your toilet, your bath, your shower, anything that's running water, pipes in the house, if there's ever a problem with them, emotional body, it's always going at the same time. Like, if there's a blockage or there's something going on in the water systems of the house, it's because there's a blockage and there's something going on in the water systems of the body. I've seen that over and over again proven to me. So it's been kind of interesting watching like my kitchen sink be just shiny, maybe like a lemon pip here and there, but yeah, so that's going to start changing. But it's making me aware that how much the environment is the external, you know, our aura stretches right out into our environment. So our environment is our body, and how we are looking after our environment, that especially that we're living in, you know, it's a reflection of the body. So I've been in the kitchen today and I've been getting all my herbs out, and I've been rebagging them up and like writing on them and just cleaning them all out and just like sorting everything out, and just getting on like, what can I dehydrate, what can I make now that's going to be ready in a few days for me to chomp on when I can be eating. And I've been going through my raw books, and like I've been on Pinterest looking at all the amazing pictures, and I've had all these like ideas going on. And then this morning I was like, do you know what I want? And I'm gonna have a look. And I had a look online and I checked out the measurements to see if it would fit in my kitchen, and I'm like, I'm having it. So as a reward for myself for having even attempted and having successfully done and almost completed this 10-day master cleanse as a diabetic, I've rewarded myself by purchasing the 9-tray Excalibur dehydrator, which I'm so excited about, because I've got this little dehydrator. It's like round with a hole in it, so I can't make these like big round raw wraps that I've been wanting to make, because it's just not going to work in the one that I've got. But it will in the Excalibur. So I'm going to be making these like raw potato wraps and whatever other ones I design, and pizzas and like carrot cake and loaves of bread and everything. So I'm so excited about getting that, and that's a reward for myself. So I've been in my kitchen kind of like prepping to just I've been pickling stuff like on the mandolin with the beets, like jars, pickling them all, I've got in my little dehydrator at the moment all these different courgette chips, like salt and vinegar ones and paprika ones, and I got like some carrot maple syrup salty ones, and I got like some parsnip nutmeg ones on the go, and I've been making these like coconut bacon things, like with the maple syrup, Himalayan salt, smoked paprika, liquid smoke. Yeah, I ordered a bottle of that online and it came through the post today, and you could smell it like before I even got to the post box. Like this smoked, it's natural, it's water and natural hickory smoke flavour. I'm not sure how they make that, but they say it's natural and it's used for some raw food recipes. So put that in these like coconut flakes, the fat long ones, like dehydrate them, they're gonna go like bacon, chewy bacon, blah, 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 blah. So they'll be going on tops of my salad. Yeah, I've really been on it about the food today. I've been fully going through my raw food book. I've been online ordering some like special foods that I can't get in shops near me here, so that I can make these lovely recipes. And really just really fully excited about getting back to eating and savouring food, because I'm here incarnated in a human body. We're angels in the physical body, light beings. But whilst I'm here, I like enjoying food. I really, really, really do enjoy food. So, and I've made myself a little savoury. I put some Marmite, a little bit of Marmite, just a tiny bit, in some hot water with some nettles to give myself that soupy feeling, because I'm really craving the salty stuff a lot. So orange juice today, and then tomorrow orange juice and vegetable soup. So that's going to be interesting. Something else I noticed. So I did a juice fast last year. It was the first time I'd ever done any kind of like fast, 10-day juicing fast. And but very different behaviour in the digestive system and the body. You're still having healthy, very healthy, sized, shape, textured eliminations. And but what I experienced when I was on a juice fast was something that's called MCN syndrome. Must chew now syndrome. And I had that a lot when I was on the juice fast. I was like always wanting to be chewing stuff and like going like this with my mouth. But I haven't experienced that at all on this master cleanse. So I've worked it out. So the juice fast, you're juicing, and there must be so much food that you're taking in, because you're having these healthy releases, these stools, bowel movements. So the body's still digesting to a degree, and so the needing to chew must be like the finishing part of the digestive process that you're not doing, that your body's craving that you do, because the rest of the digestive system is still doing something, because you're creating these healthy eliminations. In comparison to this master cleanse, where there is none of that, so the digestive system is taking a real full-on super rest. It's chilling out. And so the it's not like overload running into the like jaw and the teeth. It's not going like chew. It's not, that's not happening, because I haven't experienced it at all. So that's an interesting. There's no MCN syndrome on the cleanse. It's more like a MTN, must taste now. Salty things. But yeah, very today's been I felt like I was in a different dimension when I woke up today. I felt very different. Couldn't quite, I mean, it's calmed down a bit now, but for the most of the day, couldn't quite figure out if I'm having a diabetic experience or a mystical experience. Sometimes the two come hand in hand, for sure. And but yeah, I was like quite sort of trippy this morning, and like a bit tripped out, kind of a bit lightheaded, very sort of like slow. I just put some music on, nice gentle music this morning, and the music, it was like it was piercing and just going right through me, and I was a bit sort of like, whoa, have I turned into air? And I had a hot bath, and just, yeah, kind of had this glidey feeling, but not much energy in the physical body, and just feeling, whoa, really, I feel a bit like a jellyfish made of air and light, a little bit like that. Not quite the dense physical energy to go stomping around anywhere. It's been more just feeling like I need to be really gentle. And then I realized, like, actually this, I'm transitioning now out of just done a really full-on cleansing process, and I'm transitioning now back into weaning back into food. And this process here, this day 11 transitioning, day 12, but like back into food, feels 100 times more delicate and sensitive than the approaching and moving into the cleanse into day 1. And that makes sense, doesn't it? Because you've cleansed. It's maybe like you've been on retreat, like your digestive system's been on retreat for 10 days. You know, it's like if you've been on retreat and I've never been on a retreat, so I don't know, but and then you have to merge and come back into the real world. You know, it's like my body feels like that, so I'm having to just respect my body, because my mind was a bit today, go on, go out, you can, you know, but my body's like, no, be at home in your alchemical bubble, playing with all your spices and herbs and utensils in the kitchen, getting it all ready, lie down, drink a little bit of Marmite tea, have your orange juice, like zoom, you know. So, and that makes sense that I need to move really gently, so that's kind of where I'm at today. Bit sort of like zenned out, but a little bit spaced out as well, and a little bit lightheaded, and kind of like heavy in the first eye and the eyes, like a bit tired, and really looking forward to food. I even had a little tiny bit of nut butter, just a little tiny bit, almond butter. So, and today I feel skinny, like I haven't like really noticed if there's been much weight loss. I've kind of felt it around my solar plexus, but my sacral's still a bit pot belly like, but I'm sort of perimenopausal probably, which is probably why I don't like the sound of these motorbikes. Or maybe I'm just sensitive, gifted. Yes, my little belly's still poking out a little bit, but that's all right. It's the Buddha ascension belly. But it's all gone down a lot more, you know, it's all calmed down so much more, so I need to be really careful about what is going back in. Oh, I just saw this lettuce leaf with like raw Parmesan cheese, which is like Brazil nuts blended, like crushed up in the blender with Himalayan salt and nutritional yeast and garlic with Brazil nuts, sprinkled over this like crunchy lettuce leaf with just like a drizzle of Crete olive oil, and Splash of lemon juice. Oh my God, never have I felt so amazed at the idea of eating a leaf of lettuce. But that sounds good, doesn't it? Crunch. Crunch factor. So tomorrow, if I do a video tomorrow, I would have had some soup. Until then, bye.